There are a lot of weird things seen on Google Earth. It was launched in 2005, and since its inception, it has pulled together images from satellites, planes, drones, and even balloons of our world. Some satellites snap blurry photos from thousands of miles above, while others hover closer, capturing eerie details in sharp clarity. The imagery is available to anyone, and people around the world have used it to uncover strange, unexplained, and downright creepy sights that might have otherwise stayed hidden. From an unexcavated pyramid in Giza to mysterious patterns carved into the Gobi Desert, here are 15 of the creepiest things found on Google Earth. Let's start off with number 15, Pentagram in Kazakhstan. First, we thought the same as you're thinking right now, but it's not. In the vast, empty steppes of Kazakhstan, a massive 1,200-foot wide pentagram is etched into the landscape near the Upper Tobol Reservoir. When it first appeared on Google Earth, conspiracy theories ran wild. Was this the site of a satanic cult? A secret military base? A supernatural hotspot? The internet had questions, but the truth turned out to be far less sinister. Rather than being a symbol of the occult, this pentagram is actually the outline of an old park. Built in the shape of a star, its pathways were lined with trees that grew tall enough to make the design even more prominent in satellite images. The shape itself isn't unusual. The Soviet Union frequently used star designs for parks and monuments. Still, the eerie contrast between the desolate landscape and the crisp geometry of the pentagram keeps it one of the strangest Google Earth discoveries to date. Number 14. Unexcavated pyramid in Egypt. Google Earth has been an unexpected tool in archaeology, revealing dozens of unexplored sites in Egypt. Well, yup, it's very important, but we don't know how to use it in the right way. Among the most debated is a pyramid-shaped anomaly buried beneath the sands. Some believe this could be an unexcavated pyramid, a forgotten relic of Egypt's past hiding in plain sight. Others argue that it's just a natural formation, creating the illusion of a geometric structure. Well, it can be. Egyptologists have used satellite imagery for years to pinpoint dig sites, but exploration on the ground remains limited. Political instability and funding issues have slowed major excavations, leaving discoveries like this one in limbo. Without digging deeper, there's no way to confirm whether this is a long-lost pyramid or just a trick of the terrain. Until archaeologists can investigate, the mystery remains, teasing at what else might be buried beneath Egypt's shifting sands. Number 13. Wheel structures in Jordan. Google Earth has spied some old artistry etched into the surface of our planet, including wheel-shaped geometric structures that date back some 8,500 years. It has given researchers a new perspective on these geoglyphs, revealing patterns older than Peru's Nazca lines. Their purpose? Well, it is still a mystery. Some wheels appear to align with the winter solstice sunrise, suggesting they could have had astronomical significance. Others are more abstract, some with spokes radiating from a center, some just simple geometric shapes like squares and rectangles. Locals have long called them works of the old men, a name that reflects their ancient and unknown origins. Archaeologists from the Aerial Photographic Archive for Archaeology in the Middle East have been studying these formations, but there's no clear consensus on their function or meaning. Whether they were used for rituals or even some kind of prehistoric mapping system, these eerie desert wheels remain one of the most baffling Google Earth finds. Number 12. The Ghost Girl. Deep inside Martha Chapel Cemetery in Texas, a chilling sight appeared on Google Street View. A pale, ghostly girl peeking out from behind a tree. The image quickly went viral, sparking debates about whether Google had unintentionally captured a spirit on camera. Some dismissed it as a tree knot, a case of pareidolia, seeing faces in objects, or even a real child caught in the moment. YouTuber John Wells later claimed it was his daughter, who had been playing while he was shooting a panoramic image for Google. Even with an explanation, the image remains unsettling. The eerie white face, hollowed-out eyes, and strange placement continue to fuel speculation. Whether it's a trick of light, a perfectly timed prank, or something unexplainable, the Ghost Girl of Texas has cemented itself as one of the creepiest things ever spotted on Google Earth. But it's not scarier than people wearing pigeon masks and looking at the camera. Number 11. The North Sentinel Island Shipwreck. In the Bay of Bengal, just off the coast of India, North Sentinel Island is home to one of the world's last uncontacted tribes, the Sentinelese. Fiercely isolated, they have rejected all outside contact, often responding with violence to anyone who comes near. Google Earth captured something eerie just offshore, a rusting shipwreck, half submerged near the island's northern coast. The wreck is the MV Primrose, a cargo ship that ran aground in 1981. Its crew found themselves stranded, watching in fear as the island's armed inhabitants began building boats, possibly preparing to attack. They were rescued by helicopter before an altercation could occur, but the wreck was left behind, slowly consumed by the sea. Since then, the Sentinelese have likely scavenged metal from the wreck, integrating it into their tools. The ship remains a silent warning, a ghostly reminder that some places on Earth are not meant to be disturbed. Number 10. Mysterious patterns in the Gobi Desert. Deep in China's Gobi Desert, an unsettling array of massive geometric patterns and structures has been discovered through Google Earth. Covering miles of barren land, these formations include perfectly straight lines, maze-like grids, and unusual metallic-looking surfaces, leaving many to wonder what they're for. Experts believe the structures belong to a secret Chinese military installation used for weapons testing, spy satellite calibration, and radar experiments. The most elaborate formation, a network of interwoven straight lines stretching over 20 miles, resembles a Yagi antenna array, a tool commonly used for atmospheric and weather tracking. Despite logical explanations, conspiracy theories persist. Some believe the structures could be alien communication signals, while others claim they might be decoys for military war games. Without official confirmation, the true nature of these massive desert etchings remains one of Google Earth's strangest mysteries. What do you think? What are they? Well, let us know. Number 9. Church of Scientology Bunker. Deep in the deserts of New Mexico, strange geometric symbols are carved into the barren landscape near Mesa Huerfanita. These two large diamonds encircled by overlapping rings are visible from Google Earth, fueling speculation about their purpose. Well, according to author John Sweeney, they mark a secret bunker belonging to the Church of Scientology. As per reports, this site is believed to be a storage facility built to protect and preserve the writings of Scientology founder L. Ron Hubbard for future generations. Some theories suggest that these symbols serve as celestial markers, guiding Scientologists back to Earth in case of an apocalyptic event. The organization itself has remained largely silent about the true purpose of the site. Whether it's a doomsday bunker or something else entirely, the eerie symbols in the desert continue to spark curiosity and debate among Google Earth sleuths and conspiracy theorists alike. Number 8. Shipwreck of the SS Jasim. This one is pretty sad and unsettling. In 2003, the SS Jasim, a Bolivian cargo ferry, met its fate on Wingate Reef, just off the coast of Sudan. At 265 feet long, this was once one of the largest shipwrecks visible on Google Earth, a haunting reminder of the ocean's unforgiving nature. The ship, partially submerged, became a landmark for Google Earth explorers, standing out in stark contrast against the deep blue waters. But over time, the sea reclaimed it, and much of the wreck has since sunk below the waves. While the SS Jasim isn't the only shipwreck visible on Google Earth, it remains one of the most striking, serving as a silent monument to maritime disasters. Now, with much of it slipping beneath the surface, it's a reminder that even massive structures don't last forever, especially when Mother Nature decides otherwise. Number 7. An untouched mountaintop rainforest. It's easy to assume that every inch of Earth has been explored, but in 2018, scientists proved otherwise with the discovery of Mount Liko, a hidden rainforest in Mozambique. This untouched ecosystem sits atop a 400-foot vertical granite cliff, making it nearly impossible to access, until conservation scientist Julian Bayliss spotted it using Google Earth. When researchers finally scaled the mountain, they found a pristine rainforest, home to butterflies, spiders, and small mammals that had likely never encountered humans. The dense canopy and sheer cliffs had kept the ecosystem completely isolated, preserving it for thousands of years. A few handmade clay pots, possibly left behind centuries ago, hinted that someone had been there before, but who and when remains unknown. Without Google Earth, Mount Liko's lost world might have remained a secret indefinitely, proving that even in the 21st century, Earth still has mysteries left to uncover. Number 6. Blacked Out Mystery Island. Floating in the Central Pacific Ocean, Vostok Island looks unsettlingly blacked out on Google Earth, sparking endless conspiracy theories. Some believe it's a classified military base, others think it's a glitch, but the truth is far more natural and just as bizarre. The island, part of Kiribati, is covered by Pisonia grandis trees, which grow so densely that from above, they create an impenetrable black mass, making the island look like a void in the ocean. These trees thrive in thick peat soil, and their canopies are so thick that almost no light reaches the ground. First discovered in 1820, Vostok has no fresh water, no human settlements, and little-known history beyond evidence of rats, possibly introduced by ancient Polynesians. While it's nothing more than a natural optical illusion, its eerie, featureless appearance continues to make it one of Google Earth's strangest sights. Number 5. The ultimate island in a lake on an island. Hidden deep in Canada's Arctic wilderness, a tiny nameless island has earned the bizarre title of the world's largest island in a lake on an island in a lake on an island. Found at 69.793 degrees north, 108.241 degrees west, this 4-acre strip of land exists inside a small lake, which sits on a slightly larger island, which itself rests in a lake on Victoria Island. The island's discovery wasn't made by explorers. It was found through Google Earth sleuthing, where map enthusiasts hunt for geographic oddities. Given its extreme location, it's unlikely any human has ever stepped foot there. Unlike other famous islands, this one has no name, no history, and no significance, except for its one-of-a-kind placement. It's a perfect example of how digital exploration continues to uncover geographical rarities, even in places most people will never visit in person. Number 4. Triangle UFO in Australia. In the Australian outback, a strange triangle-shaped formation dotted with bright lights appeared in Google Earth images from 2007. The discovery immediately sparked wild speculation, with some claiming it was a UFO mid-flight captured hovering over Earth. Ufologists were quick to connect the dots, literally. The triangle, with 3 glowing points, bore a striking resemblance to the black triangle UFOs often reported in sightings. But skeptics had a more grounded explanation. Many pointed out that the formation closely matches a Yagi antenna, a type of communication array commonly used for tracking satellites and controlling remote systems. Located near a wind farm, it was likely an antenna used for transmitting signals rather than an extraterrestrial craft. Still, for those who want to believe, the triangle UFO remains one of Google Earth's most debated sightings, proving that sometimes the truth depends on where you're looking from. Number 3. KFC's giant logo in the Chilean desert. If this is not creepy, then we don't know what it is. In the Atacama Desert of Chile, a massive KFC logo was once stamped onto the landscape, visible to satellites and Google Earth users worldwide. This 87,500 square foot image of Colonel Sanders was part of an advertising trend known as mapvertising, where brands create enormous logos specifically to be seen from space. The KFC logo wasn't the only case of this trend. In another example, Coca-Cola carved its brand name into a hillside using 70,000 empty bottles, creating what is still the world's largest Coca-Cola logo. These efforts weren't just for marketing, they were statements, proving that in the digital age, even landscapes can be turned into billboards for global brands. The KFC logo, once visible near Extraterrestrial Highway in Nevada, has since been removed. Still, it set a bizarre precedent, showing that even Google Earth could be used as an advertising platform. Number 2. Landlocked lips in Sudan. In the desert of Darfur, Sudan, an unusual sight appears on Google Earth, a formation that looks uncannily like a pair of human lips. This reddish, rolling landscape has been compared to a giant mouth, seemingly resting in the middle of nowhere. Though it looks unnatural, this formation is simply a hill shaped by erosion, with layers of sediment and wind-carved ridges creating its distinct lip-like appearance. The illusion is strengthened by the contrast in colors, giving the impression of full, defined lips set against the surrounding terrain. It's one of those bizarre natural formations that, without Google Earth, might never have gained attention. While it holds no supernatural significance, the strangely human-like shape makes it one of the most peculiar and oddly unsettling landscapes found through satellite imagery. What do you think? Will you go and kiss it? Well, let us know your previous opinions in the comment box below. Number 1. Detroit Shotgun. In September 2009, the Google Street View car was making its rounds in Detroit when it passed a house with a green porch, and an unsettling scene. Standing on the porch were 5 men, one of whom was clearly holding a shotgun. In one image, he holds the weapon casually across his chest. In the next, he is aiming it directly at the Google car. No shots were fired, and it's assumed he was simply showboating, but the moment was captured forever. Years later, this same house became known for an even darker reason. A young child was later found dead in a closet inside the home. After the image gained attention, Google blurred out the house entirely, but the memory of it remains. A routine drive-by ended up capturing a chilling glimpse into a troubled home, making this one of the most unsettling finds in Street View history. If you have enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.